Famous NBA athletes caught cheating with a teammate's wife. The first and most important unbreakable bro code rule is to never hang out with your teammate's girlfriend, wife, or significant other. Simply put, don't do anything with them, be it sleep with them, touch them, have sex under the sheets, or anything else you feel like saying. Regretfully, for a select group of unfortunate NBA players, and with the assistance of the press, allegations have been leveled and private information exposed. These are the top NBA players who supposedly took a wife from a teammate. Number 9. Indiana Pacers Paul George and Roy Hibbert. Please take this list with a grain of salt, as we stated in the introduction, as it contains claims. Paul George and Roy Hibbert were the team leaders when the Indiana Pacers assembled a strong team earlier in the decade. Amidst the 2014 postseason, speculations started to emerge in response to the Pacers' lackluster performance. Everyone was captivated by a remark made by Lance Stephenson, a teammate. It seems that George and Hibbert's spouse had discussions on social media. An anonymous email ballot alert received about the issue was published in a gossip section. Roy simply left without saying anything, but his play on the court has declined significantly ever since. Before they had sex, PG and Hibbert's wife are said to have communicated via Instagram for some time. Hibbert only learned about it when she told him out of remorse. It's unfortunate because PG and Hibbert had a close friendship. Number 8. The Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. A formidable team that you may recognize from the 1990s Chicago Bulls was captained by Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Who could that lady be in this situation? None other than the very youthful Madonna. The pop artist used to sit in the front row, staring up at Mr. Pippen while Jordan, his teammate, was staring at her. According to rumors, Johnny Back, the former assistant coach at the time, said of Pippen that Madonna used to pick him up in a limo with a hot tub every time he went to lay. Since there was no internet back then, details are few, but there was undoubtedly something happening that people felt was important to discuss. Another allegation that has surfaced claims that Jordan wagered that he could pleasure Madonna more than Pippen could. Wow, that's a little absurd. We knew that MG was competitive. Number 7. Cleveland Cavaliers players Andrew Bynum and General Mosley. Although this instance may not involve the spouse of a fellow teammate, I believe the coach's wife is sufficiently close. A few years ago, Cleveland Cavaliers player Andrew Bynum was punished for behavior that was deemed harmful to the team. However, he was later granted paid vacation for allegedly having an affair with coach Jamal Mosley's wife. During that season, he participated in 24 games and started 19 of them. After leaving the league for a few years, Bynum doesn't appear to be returning. It was impossible to determine if it was only for his play or if there was more going on. But if it's true, this is a big deal. Number 6. The Lakers' Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes were formerly colleagues on the Los Angeles Lakers. While Barnes moved to the forward position for the Memphis Grizzlies, Fisher retired to take a position as head coach of the New York Knicks. Gloria Govan, the star of Basketball Wives Live, and Barnes just got divorced after he found out that she had been seeing Fisher. This gave him the idea to travel over 100 miles from Santa Barbara to Los Angeles so that he could battle Fisher in Govan's backyard in front of his loved ones. According to one individual who spoke with the New York Post, things were really ugly. Barnes lost his mind. According to the informant, he jumped into his car, drove to the residence, and pursued Fisher. Thereafter, Matt drove to beat this out of him. Morally speaking, Fisher did nothing wrong, but Barnes took this extremely personally. Number 5. Dallas Mavericks players Jason Kidd and Jim Jackson. The early 1990s saw another instance with Jim Jackson and Jason Kidd, two rising talents. A rumor that the two were dating singer Toni Braxton at the same time caused a breach between them. According to the widely accepted narrative, Braxton went to pick up Kidd for a date while traveling and ended up leaving with Jackson. Both players were transferred away following the ordeal, though Braxton never acknowledged or refuted the rumors. As expected, Jackson has refuted the rumors repeatedly, most recently in an interview with Colin Cowherd. "I laugh about it while I sit there," Jackson said to Cowherd. "I wish it had taken place. It would have included more substance if it had occurred. I could have slapped my chest and declared it happened. However, it didn't. I still get questions about it now." Number 4. Shaquille O'Neal and Gilbert Arenas. Rumors surfaced in 2010 suggesting Shaquille O'Neal was having an affair with Laura Govan, the fiancée of Wizards player Gilbert Arenas. Emails between Govan and the 7-1 center were leaked, and they contain specific details about what they may accomplish. Due to their irreconcilable differences, Shawnee, Shaq's wife, filed for divorce from her husband as a result. Around this time, Arenas would have left the NBA, and there is still some ambiguity about this alleged affair. Gilbert Arenas appeared to have changed his mind early this year, although he still denied that his woman had slept with Shaq. In his complaint alleging defamation against Govan, Arenas included his medical documents. Govan allegedly defamed Arenas by claiming he had acquired an STD. In response, Arenas said that Govan had contracted an STD from Shaq. In this case, Govan declined to provide her medical records. Number 3. The Los Angeles Lakers' Karl Malone and Kobe Bryant. Karl Malone got into a heated argument with Kobe Bryant, the top player of the Lakers, after he purportedly tried to make a move on Bryant's wife Vanessa, which led to some drama in the locker room. Vanessa asked Malone one day, "Hey cowboy, what are you hunting?" To which he replied, "I'm hunting for little Mexican girls." Malone was wearing a cowboy hat and boots. That sparked off a barrage of offensive remarks. That friendship swiftly soured, and in an interview from the previous year, Malone declared, "I'll fight Kobe if he's still mad that I flirted with his wife." Kobe was, in fact, furious at his teammate at the time. In 2004, he expressed his thoughts on the subject as follows. He said exactly what he said. "I firmly feel that there was no miscommunication. My spouse would not put up with that. She felt so uneasy with him that she felt compelled to inform his wife over the phone." Number 2. Cleveland Cavaliers players Delonte West and LeBron James. The ludicrous story surrounding LeBron James began when it was revealed that one of his teammates, Delonte West, had slept with his mother. Calvin Murphy, the Hall of Fame basketball player, addressed the rumors on ESPN radio, stating that they were absolutely true and absolutely horrifying. During King James's last season in Cleveland in 2010, before he moved to Miami, the rumors ran wild. This was cited by some as the cause of LeBron's poor 2010 postseason performance. A few years ago, West gave birth to a son and gave an explanation for not naming him Delonte Jr. "It wasn't the only reason I hesitated to give him the name Delonte West Jr. Didn't your daddy have sex with LeBron James' mama? It's something I don't want my son to have to deal with at school, where others will make fun of him for something his father did. Man, I don't want to handle that." Ironically, earlier this year, West made fun of LeBron on Twitter by ostensibly suggesting that he had slept with his mother. Number 1. The Los Angeles Lakers' Shannon Brown and Pau Gasol. As an all-star for the Los Angeles Lakers, Pau Gasol was joyfully engaged to Sylvia Lopez Castro. But he didn't play as well as he typically could during the playoffs, and his stats fell off significantly. After winning the championship in 2009 and 2010, the Lakers were eliminated from the 2011 playoffs early on because they were unable to complete a three-peat. The engagement was called off when it was revealed that Castro was having an affair with an unnamed teammate, who would subsequently be identified as Shannon Brown. It's bad enough to sleep with your teammate's wife, but if you're going to do it, avoid doing it during the playoffs. When the rumors reached their peak, Brown responded with a tweet, saying he had done nothing wrong. "All right, let me stop this now to prevent it from getting worse. I was not sleeping with a woman from Pagola," addressing it for the first and last time. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.